Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. Think right. Think right, open.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Thomas has it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hey, Ginger, tag. 11.
Now again, right side. Lynn. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Not like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the red. Hey, I'm gun. Circle. All right. Go. Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Really good work. Hey, Ginger. Jack. Here we go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Soko, Samad. No street. Hey. Go.
Now Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Pretty small with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets have taken the lead. some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, the whole offensive unit was just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well. Didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lynn. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Great job. 11. Sink right. Go. Let's go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
They'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Hey, Kim, go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Take right open.
Play action, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
2nd and 5. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, go. 13 Luke. Go. Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now a 2nd and 2.
Take right open. 11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Torres. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rip, 23. Hey, here we go. Hey, 2. Here we go.
On 1st down, Lynn. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You're break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill up through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few pushes together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Okay, break. 79 Broncos. Here we go. Catch. Ready.
A give running right is Hall. And he spins past him and into space. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Go. 13, Luke.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Thanks for 24. 11. Hey, I'm gun.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. It doesn't speak.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Lynn. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll change things up. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 45 yards. And the Jaguars had taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jets 21.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Liking 18.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. On play action, Lawrence. He's got him in, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on, set, ready.
Back to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 6, Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're going to look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On red.
They'll run on first down. Lynn. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Red 23. Here we go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jets 21. Cam Little to kick off.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready, set.
A handoff for Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. And here's second down and 7.
19 Lions. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, the field goal is probably not going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Jaguars.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, run. Run. This way, son. Smash. Here goes the hunt. Silver.
On first down, Buckley. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game. Plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On red.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lynn down to about the 32.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Hey. Reload. Son, that's what it's on.
Now the former Syracuse man, LeQuinn Allen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go. Here we go.
Here's Allen. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts. You can stop them on defense without using them.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger, time. Shot alert. Hot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a give to Hall. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Warriors 70, tackle, go!
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Silver.
They'll run on 1st down. Lynn. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 113 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Red on red.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and 8.
Hey, go! Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Red 23. Red.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.